Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Peach Podcast with Seductive Peach, Mental Health Awareness Mondays. And I'm sorry, I am running a little behind today. I literally, there's too much going on. But anyway, we have some very special guests today. We have Little Beast, one of my artists with the Peach Empire Agency, coming on to speak. Also, Thug Mormon with Rotten Apple Media. Also, shout out to New York Noise for having Thug Mormon on. And let's bring them up. Hey, welcome to the show, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
How you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
I'm all right.
First off, I'm going to apologize for my tardiness. I know I'm a little late. I appreciate your guys' patience today. Things have been a little crazy, getting ready for Rolling Loud. First off, before we even really start the show and the conversation, I first off want to give a big shout out to Trill Will with the Peach Empire Agency, my project manager. Also, a big shout out to the artists that are on the show today. Appreciate y'all for being here. Big shout out to the Association Records, Mr. Brown, for hiring me as A&R model. I also just was promoted to management of the whole East Coast for the company, which is huge. So I definitely really appreciate the opportunity and to show everyone what I got, so we're gonna run it up and, and keep pushing. And also I appreciate the opportunity. I will be going to Rolling Loud this weekend, representing the Association Records as well, which is also a very dope opportunity. So I will be there representing the company too, making sure artists get checked into the rooms, they get on stage at Rolling Loud. If any artist that hears this don't know what Rolling Loud is, get on the ball, because every artist should know what that is. That is the biggest concert series of the whole entire year. It's one that you want to work towards being in for sure. You definitely need a budget to be in it. But once you get your budget together, that could even be a goal for next year. And if you have your budgets together now, we still have more Rolling Louds after this weekend. The next one will be in New York. So, there's always plenty of opportunity, plenty of time to, whether it's this year or next year, or whenever you're able to definitely tap in for that. But this is Monday, Mental Health Awareness. I just wanted to give a couple of shout outs real quick before we started. Also, shout out to everyone that even supports me. Everyone, I'll be here all day naming people. I really appreciate everybody. I have very much a lot of gratitude, very humble for the opportunities I've been given and appreciated. So how are you guys today?
You want to go first?
I'm just feeling pretty chill today. Trying to stay positive and keep positive energy around me. But today's going by pretty chill. Feeling better. Yeah.
I mean, with me, I'm doing all right. I'm just chilling, doing my thing.
That's what's up.
Yo, we'll definitely have to play some games later, by the way.
Yeah, bro, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's also
sure.
nice to see. It's also nice to see you, Peach.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I do want to say last week we spoke a little bit about how the video games help sometimes. Now, why don't you recap a little bit, guys, and tell how video games help you with your mood or help you cope, or do you use it as a distraction, or how do video games help you in your everyday life?
Now, when you play a video game, it's like you have the controller in your hand and you're looking into the TV or the monitor or whatever you're playing on. And you're kind of taking your entire focus and consciousness right into the game. So with me, it kind of feels like you're literally there, even though you're not really there. It kind of takes you away from reality. It's like you're in a non-existent world. Like if you were to play a game like Grand Theft Auto or something, where you can all the crimes in every single crime, right? And
Grand Theft Auto is dope.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just playing it.
Very therapeutic because in these games, you can actually like. There's people who have like bad anger problems and like they really harsh in their head. Like even I do sometimes. Like I think I'm really harsh. But when you're playing a game, you're not actually harming. So it's like games help you because it's distracting your mind from what is currently trying to consume you.
Mm-hmm.
So your feet, like, instead of just sitting there and just staring at the floor, thinking about all of these thoughts that really, really are damaging the
Mm-hmm.
game, and that will just help a lot, like, hurt people, like, have worse anxiety. That's why certain games are good for the right moment. Like, Minecraft is, like, good for, like, kind of want to, like, calm anxiety. Laugh.
You know, I don't know if
You're
you know
mad,
this about
you know,
Minecraft. Yo, I don't know if you know about this on Minecraft, but they have an education edition and they use it to teach in school.
No, it teach Minecraft already teaches you, bro, because it's like anything you can do in Minecraft, you can almost do in real life, except for fighting these non-realistic characters that are in the game. It teaches you how to survive, literally.
Yeah, like the creepers blow every damn thing up that you work on.
In real life, they have creepers, but they're not like that at all.
No, nothing like that.
Nothing like that. They're weirdos.
But I mean, with me, I play a
Mm-hmm.
lot of video games because I have really bad ADHD. So I feel like playing video games gives me something to focus on that I actually enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps me work with my hands, you know what I mean? Like the hand-eye coordination, I mean, the coping mechanism behind it. You know, video games are very good, especially for kids, depending on the game. But me as an adult, I've played video games my whole life. And I personally, and my doctor, my doctor said that he thinks it's a great medication.
I think it can be in a lot of ways you guys explain, but when it comes to any kids that might pass this and hear that, we do not advise any children to play Grand Theft Auto, though, or any violent games of that nature, because violence is not the answer.
No.
So there's some games that I wouldn't suggest for kids to play because of that reason. And then they also get too addicted to those games, and then it changes their whole behavior. It does become sometimes a big issue, especially kids at a younger age that don't really know better, or, know better enough at least to know that, video games aren't reality.
Well,
There's more to life than just video games, like.
Yeah. So
when
you
I
can
was
go
a kid,
by the
though,
park, or you can go walk around in a park. Like
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, besides video games, what are other ways? Like, you guys, yeah, like you said, take a walk. So, what are other ways too you guys would cope with, like, your depression or anxiety, or say you're in a situation where you might have even got triggered with your PTSD, but you got to bite your tongue because of the position you're in, and then you still have to deal with that person still trying to come at you, though, at the same time. What do you do about that in that kind of situation? Do you mess that position up, or do you just try to eat it and cope with it? And if so, how?
I mean, I cope with, because, I mean, as I've said before, I mean, you said to recap, I have schizophrenia, for those who don't know. And it's crazy because it's like nothing seems to help. But when I find something that does help, I try to stay with it. You know, I see doctors, I do this, I do that. But at the end of the day, you need things that are not pills. Like we said, video games, cars, walking, working out, anything. I mean, sometimes I just write raps and then I'll record them later, even if I don't feel like doing it at that point. But I'll at least get the energy out to write it down and then record it later on.
Right.
With me, I just love nature. Really. Oh, my bad. I'll cut you off. You can go.
Oh, no, go ahead.
So I just love nature because, like, sometimes when I get like anxiety or like bad depression, if I just
Mhm.
like just sitting near the water or like just going for a walk in like a forest or just like seeing nature and like animals, stuff like that,
Mhm.
just reminds me of like regardless how like crappy this world can be with like society and the way how people
Mhm.
their minds are,
Mhm.
it's like you could just look at nature and look at animals and it just kind of like reminds you that like the world is not a bad place. Like
Mhm.
it kind of just makes you feel better because like this world is amazing. Like I think that nature and like this world is not a bad place. It's just the people and society that makes this world a bad place. That's why so many people have anxiety, depression, and all these like problems because of like just the way like stuff is. You know, a lot of negativity and a lot of like stuff that just goes on in everybody's lives. But nature really helps me just relax. It's like I like hearing like the crickets and like and stuff like that. It's just amazing.
Mhm.
I like to
I think that,
go out.
excuse me, I'm sorry. Before you say that, I just want to say like that was a really good point you made, Little Beast, because sometimes we can get really discouraged by the people in this world and things they've done to us and negative things that have happened. But sometimes if you stop and you really try to smell the roses, as they say, and really look at the nature side of things, the beautiful parts of the world, the beautiful things about this
A
world,
lot
it
of
helps you feel better sometimes, you know. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Thug Mormon.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I mean, a lot. My father, he used to tell me that it can take you 5 minutes to gain a reputation, but it'll
Mm-hmm.
take a lifetime to get rid of it. And
Oh.
I have come to find this true as I've evolved with my mental health problems.
Mm-hmm.
And I may not talk to my dad a whole lot, but that just really stuck to me.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody once told me when it comes to like caring about people,
Mm-hmm.
it's like sorry, I'm having a moment here.
They're
Forgot
okay.
what I said. Either way, sorry about that.
It's okay. It's all that smoke. It made you forget.
I don't
Yo,
even do stuff, bro.
It was one of them brain farts you have after you smoke too much.
stoner moment.
Stoner moment right there.
That's another thing. When
Older
it comes
moment.
to like oh, that's what I was gonna say. It, they say one hand washes the other, but I
Hmm.
think both hands wash the face.
Hmm. Well, I think they both have their own meanings. Like one hand washes the other. Like if you help somebody and they see you're helping them out the goodness of your heart, then if they're a good person, they're gonna in return do the same thing for you. Try to help you any way they can. So, and most definitely, like you said, one hand washes the other, then you both can wash the face. And so it's definitely, it's just some sayings are sayings for a reason. But I have a very special surprise guest for everybody and is the newest addition to the Peach Empire Agency LLC. I'm very happy and honored to have her aboard. She's been breaking records. She just hit 1.1 million streams on SoundCloud on her own with her track Foreign Ice. Please welcome amazing, talented queen, NAOMI Key.
Hey, what's up, love?
Hey, how are you?
I'm
What's
good.
up?
I'm actually out.
What's up?
I know. I see. I was like, oh, I hope she got the email. I thought you didn't get the link at first when you were
Yeah, I
asking me.
did.
So it's good to see you. But first off, I want to introduce you to Little Beast. That's the one you were talking to in the agency chat yesterday. He is in the agency. And then Thug Mormon up here is with Rotten Apple Media, which New York Noise is the CEO. Shout out to him again for having him on. And we pretty much come on every Monday and talk about mental health and how you could cope, different ways to deal with depression, anxiety, different techniques, or how to understand your loved ones that are having issues with things like that. So,
Right.
do you have any opinion or advice on like what people can do or ways to cope on depression or anxiety or something they might be dealing with?
I say, like, basically what I do is I zone out. You feel me? And I listen to music. That's what I do. I cope steady. You know what I mean? Like, I listen to music and I just think about the good times instead of the bad, you know?
Right. I definitely can relate to that because music is big for me. Like, I love music, like, with everything I do. Like, whether it's, I don't even start cleaning till I hit play on the music. So, you know, it's like,
Right.
you know, but when I am in a mood or something, depending on the mood, might be the kind of music I listen to because I like a lot of different genres of music. But so depending on my mood, might depend on what kind of music. But the music definitely to me is therapy. It definitely helps. I feel like writing's very therapeutic. Sometimes I like to write down things, and sometimes the things I write, it might turn into a poem, or it might turn into a verse. It might turn into, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's really, it could be very therapeutic, but it can also bring out talent in you. You might not even knowing how good you're really good at it. So, you know, it's definitely a lot of different ways to deal with things. I think music is a huge therapy, which is why I wanted to, you know, be able to do this show too with other music artists that can relate with each other, that understand, you know, music can be a big form of therapy. And it is a big form of therapy for a lot of artists. Like, that's why a lot of artists do music. It's their therapy.
That's right.
You know?
Well,
so go ahead.
I was just going to say to Naomi, it's nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Hi.
Where are you from?
I just started talking. My bad.
Yeah, right. I was just seeing that too.
Where are you from, Naomi?
I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, but right now I live in Alabama.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
See, I live in New York, and the only time I've been out of New York was like to Vermont. And then I had one other time I like went down south to North Carolina when I was like 8 to meet my dad. Other than that, I haven't really been out of New York a lot.
You gotta travel.
Yeah,
you gotta travel.
Because you're gonna love it. You will love it, definitely.
Definitely,
To the planes and stuff, you're gonna love it.
Hey, Peach, are you gonna be going to the Hip Hop Music Awards with me and Samar?
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm still supposed to be going to the West Coast Hip Hop Music Awards 2 August 5th in Los Angeles with y'all. I am also part of the team with Rotten Apple Media. And so, yeah, most definitely, I definitely plan on being in attendance. As long as everything goes smooth. I am in the transition of also moving and a lot of other big stuff going on. So, but I most definitely am trying to be there 100%. So. But and I'm very excited about that, honestly. I think it's going to be very dope. I can't wait. I'm really excited about it. Little Beast, why don't you tell us a little bit about your last show you had? You just had a show on the 14th a few days ago, correct?
Yeah.
Say hello to the world.
Tell us about that a little bit.
Oh man, it was fun. It was like one of
Look at that fat chinchilla.
Ryan is so cute.
He's a fatty.
Wait, what?
Look at his eyes. Look like they're staring at us too. It looks like he's staring right at me.
Yeah.
I thought you were
So
talking
cute.
about me. I'm like, wait, what?
No, I was asking you about your show, but then he popped up with the fat chinchilla.
This chinchilla is getting famous. I got 2 of them. The other one don't let me pick them up though.
Gizmo's gonna be famous.
Yep, this is Gizmo.
Just don't forget, it was the Peach Podcast. You made your first appearance, okay?
So funny. And that's another thing about them. This is why I pulled them out. Animals, man. Animals are terrific for mental health.
Oh yeah, good support animals.
Definitely.
Support animals are definitely very important. Most definitely agree with that. Yes. So, Little Beast, go ahead and tell us about your show the other day.
Show was amazing.
Oh, we're bringing animals.
Oh, look, now
now
you guys are making me about to
you
grab
don't like
my
being picked up. You don't like being picked up. He hates being picked up, but I did it for the screen.
Yeah, my cat really don't like to be picked up either. I should say my daughter's cat.
Well, the problem is
my 2 cats don't like it either, so I'm not gonna bring them on.
well, here's the problem with my chinchillas. One of them was a rescue. I mean, I bought Gizmo, so I got him as a baby. Nibbler, though, I got him a little older, and he had he was really abused and neglected in his past, so that's why he don't like people bothering him or touching him or anything.
Before we do anything else, go ahead, Little Beast, please. And I'm still waiting to hear how that show went the other day.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's hear this.
Man, it was like one of the freaking best shows that we did yet. Cause like it was a heavy metal concert, and like I swear every artist was like having these crazy mosh pits. Like I'm talking about people shoving each other around, like tripping, falling, getting back up, and getting pushed back into the mosh pit. There was like a good 70 people at the show. It's the underground show. But anyways, I went up there and like people were just like mosh pitting, going crazy. I did my signature move where I go into like a back bend, like desk.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was just fun. Like it was mainly just like heavy metal bands. I was like me and my other homeboy, his name is a D3. We were the only two that really did like trap metal or something that was different than just metal.
Mm-hmm.
They were rocking with it, but they weren't really going as crazy because it wasn't straight metal. But
it was a little different, right? You guys put a little twist on your music. It's definitely a little different. Little Beast definitely likes to be creative, and maybe switch it up and try to even come up with his own genre of music. So he most definitely tries every avenue, every genre of music as well.
For example,
some of that rap stuff you sent me, actually, I have to say, Trill and I were actually kind of impressed with how well you did with that. So we'll talk later about that. I most definitely think that's definitely a sound that you should go with too right now. That's
I've been rapping more.
Marketable, very marketable. More, I guess you could say more marketable. Right now, depending on, it really depends on your demographic, like who's really, the demographics of like your fans, of who's really watching. That's why promotion's so important. That's why I encourage everyone to get promotional packages, because promotion is the most important thing for an artist. Like sometimes artists are so quick to just drop music, and don't even realize you need promotion before you can really, before a lot of people are really going to start hearing it, before you really get good numbers. Like NAOMI, I'm sure, can tell you from experience herself. Like she had to really grind her butt off to even get the views she got. Like it wasn't easy. Like it didn't just happen overnight. It definitely is a process. Oh, you have your little stuffed animal too.
Oh my
it's a big process, man.
I won this at the carnival.
It is. It's a huge process. It's not something to be taken lightly. Like I think too many artists take promotion lightly, and they don't realize how important and crucial it really is.
Oh, it's very crucial.
Yeah, and could you, in your opinion, explain why you feel it's so important?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Sorry. I told you I was in the car. That's why I'm on. Yes. So I feel like it's important because promotion, it gets really tough. And it's like really hectic, especially if you have to do it by yourself. So buying a promotional package actually works because they do all the work and you don't have to do nothing. Like me, I promote myself all day, like until like 8 at night until almost damn near 2, 3 at night, literally. Like in the morning, like it's really hectic. So promotional packages are good to get. That's how I feel.
And Thug Mormon, what exactly platforms can we find you on? Tell everybody.
Well, you can find me on a lot
so
of
platforms. I got TikTok, I got Facebook, I got YouTube. I post mostly to YouTube.
Sorry.
Okay. And Little Beast?
Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Instagram, Facebook.
And for Little Beast, don't forget to put the $ for the S. That's how you'll find them easier and quicker.
That's right there.
Also, NAOMI Key, you can find on all platforms, from SoundCloud to Facebook to Instagram, wherever you look, there she's going to be. Just make sure you guys spell it right. So get their names right. I actually wanted to play, I did want to play a track for each of y'all.
Ooh, I
I
want to
just
say
wanted
I wanted to say one thing that Ben wanted to say. I was just waiting for the right moment to say it.
no, go ahead.
I believe, like you were saying, music is therapeutic. I do believe that there is something inside of music that, like, when you hear it, it's like, I don't know if I sound crazy saying it's like a chemical puts into your brain. Like when you listen to music and it like helps you think of these things in your head, and it's like therapeutic and it helps satisfy you. There's like something with music. It's like there's different what is it called? I forgot what it was called. Shoot. Yes, yeah, I blanked out. I don't even know what I was gonna say. Damn it.
That's all right. Yeah, well,
There's something in music, like the way it is, like that gives off a different emotion. Like it makes you have a different emotion when you listen to it. Like every song, different stuff in the beat that is made to, like, even if you don't feel that way, it'll give off an emotion when you listen to it. So you can actually physically help people in music. Forgot the word for it. I just had it in my head and like no.
I have a good song you should try at some point, even if you listen to it on your own time.
Does it have a lot of cussing?
Not a whole lot, but I made it a long time ago, and I found it in my phone.
Oh, awesome. What's the name of it? Did you upload it?
Yeah, it's on Facebook. I mean, YouTube. It's called Sorry.
Oh, I was going to tell you when you sent me that the sound wasn't working for me in Messenger. Yeah, so oh no, it wasn't Messenger. I'm sorry, it wasn't Messenger. It was on Facebook itself. I was gonna tell you go back and double check your post on that because
I got in trouble for that post.
That's what.
That's why the sound's not working. Probably then.
Frequency, so different.
They said if I posted again on there with something, they were gonna disable my account.
Oh yeah, you need to watch what you. That's why I tell you guys like. Do tracks, like even if you have tracks with cussing or something, do a clean version too. Because when it comes to like social media and it comes to the radio and stuff like that, like it needs to be clean, you know? Like I can't, that's why I've been asking lately too, now that we are on the radio, like asking about if there's cussing in it. Because if it's a lot of cussing, I can't even play it.
It was funny last time. You were like, oh, your song Middle Fingers, does that have no cuss words in it? And I'm just like,
yeah, a song that Metal Fingers, probably not. Or probably has a ton, I mean.
Yes, literally the hook is a cuss word.
But that's what I'm saying. You guys need to start coming out with clean versions of your stuff if you really want to hear it on the radio. So
I'll keep that in mind.
No, not just keep it in mind. Do it, because if you don't, you're not going to be on the radio.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to subtly hint to you, make clean versions so you can get on the radio. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's a bunch of swear words, I can't even play it. Listen, we're not even just going to be on All Digital Global. We're also going to be on iHeartRadio too. So that's why I'm stressing the fact too. Make sure you guys make clean versions if you really want your music played now.
Yeah, I've been working on trying to find other words because I know you had told me this the other day, and I've been working on writing different words.
Good, that's awesome. I'm happy to hear that at least you're working on it. That's good.
Or even that, you could just drop, like you can go into DistroKid and you could do the original version and the clean version. And that way you don't even have
that's what I was saying. Of course, you can have your original, but then have a clean version too.
You don't have to just like
that clean version. No, that clean version is the one that's going to get on the radio, though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, right. So, you know, any cussing or anything you could do, you can have. Of course, you're going to have an original before you make a clean version. So, you know, whatever song that you want played really on the radio, or you even want played on a show or anything, make sure you have the clean version for it. You know, that's just the best advice I can give y'all right now when it comes to that. Please make sure. What's that?
So that's crazy. People are still that sensitive about cuss words nowadays. That's so crazy. No,
it's not even about being sensitive about cuss words. We're talking about the real radio. this is real life. This ain't no fake bullshit. So like at the end of the day, you need to come with clean music if you want to be on the radio. It's just that simple. It's not about people being sensitive. It's about what the guidelines are, your restrictions are. You feel me?
You never know.
Hey, Queen, I gotta go right quick. I have to go get my daughter's medicine. Remember I told you?
Yeah. No, you're good. Thank you for coming on. It was good to see you. I'm happy everyone got to meet you. And definitely everyone go follow Naomi Key on all platforms. She's doing her damn thing, and you're going to be seeing a lot more of me and her working together side by side, doing shows and all that great stuff. We got a lot of dope shit to come, stuff to come. Now I'm getting excited myself. So yeah,
nice
most
definitely.
Guys. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, take care of your daughter. Good to see you. Thank you for coming on.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
I want to say real quick, shout out to Jason Pyro. Before she was about to go, that's what I was about to say. Shout out to Jason Pyro. I appreciate everyone that's supportive. Jason Pyro is also one of my music artists, one of my very first music artists that ever believed in me. So salute to Pyro. Salute to everyone that believes in me. I gotta say, Pyro is definitely a really dope artist. He's also doing battle rap now. We're gonna be actually doing a podcast interview with him shortly, like August 3rd, I believe we agreed on. So that'll be coming up. We're gonna be talking too about his battle rap and everything. Don't worry, I'm getting to that, beast. So, but this is very important because Pyro is definitely a very important person in the business, and also has been around a very, very long time. You guys could really learn from him, actually. I actually was going to see if you want, I was going to put him back in the chat even, because he definitely is one that a lot can learn from. He's been around for a long time and doing his damn thing. He has this one track called Slow that's really blowing up, or has blown up. A lot of his tracks have blown up. You guys just got to check him out. I can send you some of his music too, but that's pretty much how it's spelled when you look him up. But if you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you hit the like button. And if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you hit that like and share as well. And I appreciate everyone's support and everyone tuning in. You guys definitely have been always dope co-hosts too. So is there any other advice you guys can give people as far as, like, besides TikTok and video games, what you guys say are good ways to cope with mental health?
Exercise, man. Lots of working out. If you can burn that feeling out, get used to the pain of pushing up and pulling or whatever you do, that becomes therapeutic. And at first it's going to feel like, oh, I can't do this, it's too much. But the more you practice, the better it feels, which is kind of similar to life. And on all jokes aside, you know what I mean?
I think working out can definitely be helpful because it can help you think, and it can help you relieve some of that stress. So some of those endorphins, you know, definitely. Yeah. Most stuff, I agree with that.
Like when you lift, it's not even supposed to really like, it's supposed to like feel really like hard and really like difficult to do it. It's not supposed to like feel really good. It feels good after you work out mainly. Or like when you first get a pump, it feels good, but it's very, very good for you to do it. And everybody should be eating also and drinking water, especially in the summertime.
See, the summertime's different for me. I be wearing jeans and t-shirts year round.
Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna lie.
My mom be ragging on me. You don't wear enough, blah 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 blah.
What, enough shorts?
I got a couple pairs of shorts, but I have mostly just pants and joggers.
Disinfectant spray. What are you doing with? What are you doing cleaning over there?
It was just on the shelf over here. I don't even know.
Hey, don't put nothing in the camera unless they're giving you a check for you advertising. Period.
This is a generic. This ain't even a company.
Well, everything has its own company, so I'm sure there is a company for it, whatever the name is. But I have to say, Most Def, also one more thing before I forget, we continue the conversation. Pyro also does flyers, really dope ass flyers. So if you guys need flyers, let me know. $25 a flyer, and he got you. He's gonna hook it up really nice for you. So definitely check out Pyro, or hit me up if you need a flyer done, and I'll make sure I get in touch with him to do it for you. He is definitely very dope when it comes to even doing graphics and stuff like that. Everything he does R&B singing, he raps, he does different genres like that too. Like I said, the battle rap too. So he's very versatile as well when it comes to music. I definitely would love to have him on the show for one of the mental health awareness Mondays for sure. I think it'd be dope to have him on. So for just that even, but we'll have an interview with him August 3rd, or was it August 6th? I'm going to double fact check that. But anyway, I'll have a flyer for that anyway, closer to the time. And I think working out, taking walks, listening to music, playing video games, all those things are great ways to, help your stress or help, your anxiety or your depression. Is there any other things you guys can think of? Like, I'm thinking, like, do you have a friend you can call or someone you can talk to, or, or even going to counseling or a church, or, like whatever?
Actually, it's kind of funny you talk about church, because my name, Thug Mormon, it came from, we had missionary or elders and some missionaries from our church at her house one day, just, coming over to catch up and whatnot, read the Book of Mormon. And then one day, one of them was like, man, we're going to start calling you Thug Mormon. And it kind of just stuck.
That's what's up.
So yeah, church can be a good thing if you let it be.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You definitely got to be open-minded. A lot of people aren't open-minded going in, but you definitely got to be open-minded when it comes to anything really you do. If you're going to be successful, you got to keep open mind with anything, that is. So most definitely think it's great too for a lot of people, come out of things they're in because of their faith or their spirituality. That's what usually helps guide them, a lot of people, or gives them the strength to really keep going. People that seek a higher power, that's usually where they get their strength from. I'm not here to have church because everyone has their own beliefs, but I do believe there is a higher power that does help us if we call upon him to help us. So with that being said, I definitely think it's good. I'm happy to hear you go to church. And having that kind of faith definitely is very extremely important, especially in the music industry. So.
Well, going to church got me sober.
Amen to that. That's a very good.
I was actually
thing too.
About 4 years ago, I was in a psychiatric hospital, and when I left there, I came home to my mom, and my mom said, if I'm going to live here, I don't have to be part of the church, but when the missionaries and the elders come over, she wanted me to sit there and listen. Over time, things transitioned to whatever, and now I hold the Aaronic priesthood in the Church of Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints. We go by Latter-day Saints now because, yes, we're also called Mormon, but Mormons have a bad name because of a Mormon cult that used to be around. So a lot of people have bad looks on Mormons, so we go by Latter-day Saints.
Well, that's just it. Like, I don't think you should let just one person dictate, whatever one bad experience you had in a church shouldn't dictate your whole faith or your whole walk with God or your whole relationship when it comes to your faith, because that's definitely very important. And at the end of the day, when everything's said and done, it's just going to be you and your higher power. It's not going to be anybody else that might have discouraged you standing there. So definitely don't let other people discourage you no matter what happens. Not everybody is 100% in the church, but don't lose your faith because of that. Like, I think it's sad that I see some people lose their faith just because they had a bad experience with someone in the church, or it makes them stop going to church just because they had a bad experience with someone in church, or then they categorize everybody in the church with that one bad experience. And just like with anything in life, just one bad experience you have with someone shouldn't dictate your opinion about everybody else around you either, though. So that's definitely very important to remember, is just because you had one bad experience with someone doesn't mean everybody is that same way. So that's definitely also important to remember as well when it comes to church and stuff like that, or even just any situation, not even just church. That really goes for any situation, honestly. So yeah, most definitely a lot of dope stuff coming up too. Like I said, Rolling Loud is this Friday, y'all. Tap in. If you haven't got your tickets, make sure y'all get your tickets. If you haven't checked out my page yet, go check it out. It's the Peach Podcast with Seductive Peach, or Seductive Peach, also on my YouTube and Facebook. It's just Seductive Peach, and you'll find me. You'll find my t-shirt as well with my logo, so it'll be easier for you to find me when you look it up. Also on my Facebook is Melissa Flynn 2, my other page. My new Instagram right now, guys. I do have a new Instagram. I just started.
I don't know what happened.
I named it Real Seductive Peach, without the E after the B, because I am waiting now on getting my new license in the mail. Thankfully, it's finally on the way in the mail. So I'm very happy about that, because that's been holding up the process for a lot of stuff. So once I get my ID, I'll be able to email it to Instagram and stuff, and hopefully get my other 2 accounts back, which I'll be very excited about, because I worked really hard on those accounts. So I'm not just giving them up. That's just one thing people could definitely say about Peaches. She does not give up. So, I don't care how many times anyone hears a no, keep pushing, because you don't know, that next no you think you're going to get can be a yes. Even when it comes to auditions, when it comes to tryouts, when it comes to different things of that nature, even, always remember, you might get 10 no's before you get 3 yeses. You feel me? So just always remember that as you guys are on your music journey. Keep pushing. Don't be discouraged by one person. Not everyone is the same. Remember, promotion's super important, and remember to always have someone you can talk to. I think it's important to always have someone you can talk to. And if you really don't have that one single person to talk to, that's when I would say definitely look on the higher power to talk to, because they're always there to talk to. So also, we are all goddess and gods in our own right. And as long as we believe in ourselves and know we can do it, we can accomplish anything. You just don't let no negativity or any negative things that happen in your life distract you from your main goal and purpose. And I feel like that's sometimes one of the biggest things, not just with ours, but with people in general. Sometimes we let our personal lives distract us from the important goals that we set for ourselves and what we're really trying to do for ourselves. So I would say always just stay focused on whatever you guys are working on. And no matter what's going on around you, just keep that focus and keep going. That's very crucial and important as well. Do you guys want to give any shout outs or anything, or say anything else too before we wrap everything up?
Yes, I do. I want to give a shout out to New York Noise. I want to give a shout out to my moms. She might be watching, might not. I don't know. I want to give a wow, bless me.
Let's go. People call.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, shout outs to everyone who's really been there for me through my journey with my music,
Mm-hmm. Most stuff. And Lil Beast?
I just want to shout out to my family and all my homies. Shout out to all my fans. Shout out to everybody who's helped me in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't matter if it was music or just something personal that I needed. I appreciated it, and I just shout out to everybody really who's a part of my circle or who was once upon a time a part. I don't know. Just shout out to everybody in my circle.
Right. Shout out to everybody. That's why, yeah, too, like, I'll give a few specific shout outs, but really shout out to everybody, because we definitely appreciate everyone's support on our journeys. And
Shout out to my microphone for letting me record the music that I record. You know.
to your microphone.
Yep. My best
I'll give
friend.
a shout out to my chinchillas.
Shout out to my cat. T, you heard it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard him. I think he wanted to say something. That's funny.
Yeah. That's funny.
Right. It's so funny because I was just saying the other day how this cat usually that's here, he usually, as soon as I go live, he'll be quiet. And then as soon as I go live, he's usually running all over the place or, making noise with his bells or meowing like crazy. And I'll be like, why do you wait till I get live? Like, you're trying to be famous or something? So it's so funny. I make that joke all the time with this cat. And he's actually been good today. I don't even see him. He's actually been good. I'm surprised. I actually am about to share the screen. Before we wrap things up, though, I am going to play one song of each of yours, so everyone can at least get an idea of your guys' sound if they haven't heard you yet or seen the show yet. That'll give them a better idea, too, of what you guys sound like, so they can go check you guys out. I pulled up Little Beast, Issues to Handle. Also, don't forget, when you look up Little Beast, to put in that $sign for the S, because you'll be able to find him a lot easier and quicker if you do so. If you don't put that $sign for the S, you might not find him. So that's why I like to make sure I do point that out so you can find him. And this is definitely a dope video. All of Little Beast's videos, I would say, when it comes to the visuals, he's always very creative. Him and the cameraman. Shout out to your cameraman as well. What's his name again?
Ryan K. Ryan K.
Ryan K.
Ryan K. Productions. The best cameraman in Buffalo, New York. And I
was going to say, we got to give him a shout out for sure. All right. You guys can see the screen, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. It's actually working okay today. Oh, I shouldn't even say that. I'm not jinx anything. Let me see. Issues to handle. Turn up your speakers.
Every fucking day. I got some issues I still have to handle. That's what this song is for, so listen up.
Mystery.
Wake up, it's time. In my bedroom, I'm all alone. I stay inside. I just wanna be here alone. Got plenty of problems and got plenty of issues. Too much on my mind. I can't keep myself upright. Now I'm trying too hard to fight. I must handle it all and get it out my mind. But it seems to get harder every time I try. Someone wake me up inside. Wake me up. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Wake me up. Yeah. I can't wait till it's over, can the time come closer? I can't wait till it's over, can it come any closer? Wake up in time, in my bedroom, I'm all alone. I stay inside this summer, I just wanna be here alone. Got plenty of problems and got plenty of issues, too much on my mind. I can't keep myself upright. Now I'm trying too hard to fight.
Yo, bro, that was fire.
Thank you, bro.
Right?
Hell yeah.
That was dope, right?
That was dope. Yeah.
I always like to put a nice
Yeah,
message.
definitely always dope visual. Definitely was a dope track.
Yeah, that's actually like I love
Now
that
we're gonna
song.
play. Yeah, that's one of my favorites, I would say, because it's also more of your original sound, and I can understand what you're saying. The message gets across more
Instead of
when the
ignorant
words are
rap.
clear.
Yeah.
Right, like the words don't get across, of course, with that.
Brian K actually told me that.
I don't
like,
even know if like ignorant rap or what I would call it, but
when you can't understand what they're saying and you just
I would.
random thing, that's ignorant because you're purposely mumbling.
Is that just a genre everyone's making up now, or like I don't know?
No, it's basically like
but everyone's
a nickname for it. Yeah, the bully's like one of my.
I think it's just. Yeah, this also is definitely a deep track too. I just like the fact that like your music like that, it does have a message, and it's just more understandable and relatable.
It just shows like I can be lit and I can like turn people up, but I also want people to know that like I'm trying to actually help people also, instead of just being lit or just being helpful. Because I don't want to be just like where it's like, all right, like I kind of want to turn up and now I can't because like I'm just doing soft stuff. That's why like I do a bunch of like different genres.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, but yeah. This screen's taking a minute, but it's finally looks like it's coming.
Dog
So
MORMON.
make my money. That's a new track. I never seen that one. And
It's probably an
Overdose.
old one.
No, it's brand new.
It says 5 days ago.
Really? I don't even remember it. I don't know. I write a lot of songs and record a lot of songs.
You don't remember?
Racial Pride is really good. That one had a good message.
5 days. I think you need to slow down on the smoking if you don't remember 5 days ago.
Yo, it has been a long ass week, man. Yeah, look up Racial Pride. It's one of my new ones.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys can still see the screen, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of laggy. This is definitely interesting. Racial Pride. I have not heard this one yet.
Yeah, I just dropped it like I think like the day before yesterday, maybe.
I definitely need to hit up StreamYard because for some reason, every time I try to share my YouTube screen, it actually was working okay at first, but sometimes it just is too laggy.
Start doing like I'm about to
And
do
it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be because I have like a strong signal and everything, and it's still going slow. What was that, little beast?
I'm about to start doing like YouTube videos and like, streaming video games sooner or later too, besides just rapping and stuff.
Well, if you do, I suggest you do a separate page for video games, not your music page.
Oh, here we go.
It's engaging.
Yeah, people to take your music.
Can y'all hear it?
With the racial pride comes political genocide, addictions that people confide, and the government always lied. Who do you confide? Tell me what your label. Are you sweeter than maple? People always asking where you're putting shit on top of the table, cause if you were not able, but he gives a fuck. Donald Trump, the world has had enough. All the officials thinking that he's fucking tough, but addicts feeling like nothing is enough. 17-year-old kids doing drugs, other kids out there selling, being just a plug. You ever wake up just needing a fucking hug? People talking shit like a fucking bug. Like I can't hear, get no brownie points, I always feel fear. Nothing is ever real clear. Hit my head on the walls like I'm hitting a deer. I remember coming back upstairs, I love it here. But now I want to move. Got a life for me to prove. I'm finding my own groove. I'm a winner, trying not to lose. I'm the kind of motherfucker who would pick and choose. Got me feeling out of place like I'm in a deuce. I need to get a feel, so I sip some booze. What you do, every decision is what you choose. When thing falls like a fucking butterfly, it changes. And everybody's gang banging, dope slang, broke, hanging with these dudes who think they're cool. Cause they dropped up out of motherfucking school. Now they go out and they have to do time, cause they never got their life up and on a fucking line. Other lines in the book. Looking holier, my nose is holier than the Pope. Only overdose so many times. Damn man, so many crimes. Every day I'm out there banging. No gang, I'm just slanging. I ain't out here hanging with you. I don't give a fuck, I'm not here with you. I'm not going to get you. Put a man hand on me, I might get you. You a bitch, dude. Your shit got me sick, dude. I be walking down the block, high as shit. Ketamine inside of my mouth. In my dip, I got some boxing. In my pocket, got some Oxycontin. Got some pills in the pain pills. All the pistols, they really might kill. People getting low every time they hear it. Shot, 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 I hear it clearing. Every day, I'm fucking fearing every damn thing. Every little thing, every bigger thing. Motherfuckers sick, thinking that they be cool, acting like a fool. You a dumbass dude, you so damn rude. And you got no manners, got no planners. I'ma plant you like I'm a planter. No, you're a nut job like cashew planter. What you want, can't handle me. Go ahead and put a label on me. Go ahead and put a fucking table on me. All you wanna do is get lippy. Go ahead and keep my fucking bitch. But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. It's okay, you little bitch, you're so fucking stupid. Beat me down, please don't do it. Me and your mother, you're just getting me clean through it. I be crying, I was such a little kid. He cared more about my mother than me. It's okay now that I can see the pain that fucker caused to me and my mama. I grew up with trauma. I be low-key like a chameleon. I be scaly like a fucking iguana. Motherfuckers acting like they really wanna be my best of friends, but fake of friends. They are your fake of friends until the end. And when you find out they pretend, you might just realize what the fuck it be. And all you really wanna do is heroin and smoke some weed. With racial pride comes political genocide. Addiction that people confide. And the government always lied. Tell me who do you confide? Tell me what's your label. Are you sweeter than the maple? People asking what I put on top the fucking table. If I'm not able, nobody gives a fuck. Donald Trump, the world has just finally had enough. All the officials think he's tough. Bitch.
Oh, the bitch at the end. Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay. No. Cancel. Stop.
Well, that was long. That was like what, 3 minutes?
It was 4 minutes.
Wow. Is that a freestyle or did you write that, bro?
I think that one was a freestyle if I remember correctly.
Wow.
Yeah, I have like totally different flows when I rap. Like I have one side of me where I'll rap like writing, and then other times I'll just want to freestyle it.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, that was fire, man.
Word.
Most definitely
Actually,
it was.
no, I wrote that. Actually, I wrote that. I remember now. I wrote it, but I wrote it like a few days ago.
There we go.
And then I recorded it.
Well, definitely, it definitely was like the beat was a vibe. Like I really messed with the beat. It definitely was a good beat. Where'd you find that beat? Noise?
I think so.
Yeah, I was gonna say he usually has some good beats. But
Yeah.
if you guys do need any beats, definitely got some beat packages as well. Also, don't forget to get your radio packages for iHeartRadio. I now am selling radio packages for iHeartRadio too. So if you get your radio package, you will get played on iHeartRadio. There's also packages that include interviews and playing more than one track and all kinds of different stuff and opportunities for artists that definitely need to jump on these opportunities. iHeartRadio itself is over 1.2 million views. Not to mention, you get DBS spins. For artists that don't know what DBS spins are, that means even though you're paying for a radio package, every time they stream your music, you're getting paid for them to play your music. So even though you're paying for that radio package, okay.
What time are we gonna end this at?
In like 5 minutes.
All right. Sorry, I just wanted to know because I got people who just walked in.
You're good. That's why I was just saying what I was saying. I'm wrapping everything up right now. So with these radio packages, you get a radio package. Even though you're paying for that package, you're getting paid as soon as your music is played. That's what DBS spins are, paid streams. So some artists that aren't aware of that, I hope you guys, learned something new today. Please make sure you guys follow all these dope artists that we're on. Shout out again to NAOMI Key, the newest artist in the Peach Empire Agency. Shout out to Little Beast, our other new artist in the agency, Peach Empire Agency. Shout out to Thug Mormon with Rotten Apple Media. Shout out to New York Noise for having them on every week. Also, shout out to Trill Will, the project manager for the Peach Empire. Shout out to Mr. Brown with the Association Records label. We're definitely looking to also sign people as well. So artists, you got to have a budget though. Got to have a budget. No matter how good your music sounds, you got to have a budget. So I hope every artist realizes as time goes on and they progress in this, they realize no matter how good you sound, you need a budget. So make sure you guys are working hard, stacking them racks, filling up that money bag, getting that money, because it's definitely important to have the promotion, the radio packages, all those things as an artist. And also, if you want to be signed, you still need to come with a budget. So definitely don't eat too many of those gummy bears either. They'll mess up your teeth. Brush your teeth. But we're going to wrap things up. I just wanted to make sure I gave everyone a chance when they watch even later. They're able to at least have an idea of what you guys sound like, so that can make them go check you out even more. You both have your own unique, dope sound. And just keep pushing, y'all. Just keep pushing. You guys are doing your thing. Shout out to you guys for even being on the show. I appreciate you guys coming on. Shout out to Seductive Peach, myself, and the Peach Empire for putting this
Shout out
production
to Lil B.
together. Because even when no one else is shouting you out, you always salute yourself and shout yourself out. Because if it wasn't for Peach, we wouldn't even be on this show. We wouldn't even have the Peach podcast. We wouldn't even have mental health awareness.
Well, thank you then. Thank you then, Peach.
You're very welcome.
Well, if it wasn't for Lil B, Issues to Handle would never even be a song.
And Issues to Handle wouldn't even have been a song, of course.
And it wouldn't have helped nobody. Like, people wouldn't even have listened.
Well, of course not. And shout out, that's why I said you both have your own unique sound. Everyone should go check y'all out. Definitely music is therapy. We can all agree on that. Music brings a lot of us together, which I think is dope as well. And from there, we're going to wrap things up. And you guys have a great, blessed day. And I appreciate y'all again for being here.
Yo, Little Beast, I'll hit you up later, bro. We could play a game or something, or just video chat.
Word, I'm about to be on Fortnite.
Yo, it's your boy Trill in the building, man. I want to give a major shout out to the Peach Empire and to Melissa Flynn, man. Major movements on the way, man. Hey, man, artists, man, get your packages today, man, for promotion, marketing, and everything in between. Let's go.
Oh, that's right. You guys heard it first from our project manager, Trill Will. You guys can also check him out on Instagram at Trill Will Israel. Definitely a very dope artist and businessman as well. And I really appreciate everyone tuning in and even sharing this later, watching later and sharing. Please definitely appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Please share the channel as well. Definitely greatly appreciate it. And again, guys, that was Monday Mental Health Awareness episode. Please tune in Thursday for 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. We will also have another show. It'll also be my last podcast before I hit the road to Rolling Loud. So definitely please say your prayers and wish me luck. And also on Wednesday, we have the Trillion Show, which I will be co-hosting on with my very special host, Trill Will. Definitely, like I said, a dope artist, dope person all the way around. Tap in with us. We got your promotional packages, everything an artist needs to level up, period. So, like I said, with that being said, we're going to wrap things up. Wednesday, the show will be 3:30 p.m. Eastern. So 3:30 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday, the Trillion Show. We're also now on Roku TV, the Hood Clips TV channel. Please make sure y'all check us out and support. Again, we appreciate it. You could also check out the Facebook page, the Trillion Show too. And this is the Peach Podcast with Seductive Peach. And please don't forget to tune in next Monday for another episode of Mental Health Awareness, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. And also, again, Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. or so. Sometimes it goes over a little bit, depending who's on the show. We also do interviews, too. And Thursday, will be Artist Spotlight. I'm doing Artist Spotlight on Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you're an artist and you want to be on an episode of the Peach Podcast with Seductive Peach and be in the Artist Spotlight on a Thursday night, definitely hit me up. Or you want to tune in and jump on a Monday just to chop it up about mental health and things of that nature, DM me, and let's network. Period. I'm always ready to network. And have a blessed day, everybody.